Hello dear students, our today's topic is synthesis of acyclovir. This is very important antiviral agent. The therapeutic category of acyclovir is antiviral. This is the structure of acyclovir. Here you can find in the structure presence of a bicyclic ring system which is called as purine. This is containing the attachment of this six-membered pyrimidine ring with the five-membered imidazole ring system. For your simplicity, I made this numbering here. This nitrogen is number 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Please keep in mind that for purine nomenclature, we will number the pyrimidine ring first and then we will number the imidazole ring. So the nitrogen of imidazole acquire the position number 7, this is 8 and this is 9. So according to this, the IUPAC name of this compound will become 2-amino 9. This is on 9 position we have a methoxy group which is substituted by a 2 carbon chain, so it is ethyl, and this is 1 and this is second position of ethyl. On second we have a hydroxy group. So collectively on 9th position we have this 2 hydroxy ethyl. With oxygen it will become ethoxy and this CH2 will become a methyl. On position number 6 and position number 9 we have the hydrogen, so collectively they are called as 6,9 dihydro. On first position we have a hydrogen, so it is 1H. The heterocyclic ring system is purine, so it is purine, and on position number 6 we have a double bonded oxygen, so it will become on. So this is the IUPAC name of acyclovir. Next, move on to the mechanism of action of this compound. This is very important one. The viral thymidine kinase, that is the enzyme of virus, convert the acyclovir to acyclovir monophosphate, which is then converted by the host cell kinase to acyclovir triphosphate, that is ACVTP. This ACVTP inactivate the viral enzyme, that is DNA polymerase. This inhibition leads to inhibition of viral DNA synthesis. Now, uses of this compound: acyclovir is used in treatment of herpes simplex virus, chickenpox, and in treatment of shingles. Next, move on to synthesis of this compound. The synthesis starts with benzoyl chloride, which is reacted with ethane 1,2-diol, which commonly is called as ethylene glycol. This hydroxy group attack on this carbonyl carbon to bring the nucleophilic acyl substitution reaction. Here is the removal of HCl. Though HCl is removed, the reaction takes place in presence of base. So ultimately this oxygen will get then attached with this carbonyl carbon to give us this product, which is called as 2-hydroxyethyl benzoate. The ethyl benzoate then is reacted with formaldehyde in presence of hydrochloric acid. The formaldehyde bring the attachment of this CH2 group and HCl will give the attachment of chlorine. So in this way there is formation of 2-chloro, that is 2-chloromethoxy. This is ethyl and this portion is benzoate. This ethyl benzoate is then treated with a very important compound, guanine. This is guanine. The reaction takes place in presence of two important chemicals. The first one, this one, is trimethyl disilazane, and the second one is triethylamine. The reaction takes place in such a way that the hydrogen on ninth position of guanine, that is this hydrogen, and this Cl will be removed out as HCl, and this whole group is then get attached on this ninth position of guanine. So we have the formation of this compound. Here you can easily see that this whole group gets attached on the ninth position of guanine. This compound is then treated with methanol in presence of ammonia. The methanol is taken here as the solvent and the ammonia is taken here as to form a compound which can easily removed out from here. The ammonia attacked on this carbon to form benzamide, and one of the hydrogen from ammonia will goes on this oxygen. The benzamide which is formed from here will be removed out, and thus we have the formation of this compound. Now you can find the difference in this structure and this structure. Here is removal of this group. Okay, the group is removed out, the hydrogen is here. Now one important and interesting difference is that the hydroxy group here gets converted to double bonded O, and the hydrogen of hydroxyl group migrated on the nitrogen. As I mentioned in my previous videos, whenever there is enol structure, it can be converted into its ketone. Whenever there is a ketone, it can be converted into enol. Whenever there is enol, it can be converted into the ketone. So the hydrogen migrated on this electronegative nitrogen, and thus a double bond is generated between this carbon and this oxygen. So with this, we have the formation of our title compound, acyclovir. Thanks for watching the video. Please like it, share it, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.